Hey everybody, Chad Wesley Smith here, bringing you another week in review, recapping the training of Marisa Inda as she prepares for IPF Worlds, and Kristen Dunsmore as she prepares for the 5-bar showdown in Atlanta in July. This is the start of a strength block for Marisa and the final week of a hypertrophy block for Kristen. So here's Marisa doing some high bar squats, 112.5 kilos, 248 pounds for 5 sets of 5. This week, for both of the girls work in a undulating periodization, kind of alternating heavy weeks. 1 week heavy in the squat and bench, 1 week heavy in the deadlift. This is the heavy deadlift week for Marisa, heavy squat and bench week for Kristen. So Marisa's just kind of working straight across sets on this day. Kristen's heavy squat day will be later in the week, and we'll show that to you then. So here she is on Monday. Again, hypertrophy block, so the type of volume we're talking about here. She did 120 kilo high bar squat, 264 pounds for 8 sets of 6, and then followed that up with some front squats. So we started at it was a 5-week hypertrophy block, started out with 10s for a couple weeks, then 8s, now into 6s. Here the girls are moving on to some front squats. Marisa with 87.5 kilos, 193 pounds for 3 sets of 5. Front squat is great for building strength in the upper back, great for building strength in the quads. Marisa does have some trouble holding it, definitely in the front rack. And even though it's uncomfortable looking for her, it's actually more comfortable for her than the crossed hands. Here's Kristen following up those 8 sets of 6 high bar squats with 3 sets of 6 front squats. Very good looking front squats, might add. You might even be able to do a clean one day, Kristen. So yeah, 11 sets of 6 total work there. Again, this is the final week of hypertrophy for her, so a functional overreaching week with a planned deload coming up next week. So we're definitely trying to earn the deload. Moving on to Tuesday's bench press session. Again, this is a lighter week in the bench for Marisa. So she's just doing straight across sets again. 72.5 kilos, 160 pounds, 5 sets of 6. Oh my God, her back is going to break from that arch. She's not even lifting the weights. It's all magic and sorcery to do it. But Marisa is one of the best benchers in the world in her weight class, with a 204 PR at 114 pound body weight. And if you saw our last week in review video and had any doubt about her actual pressing strength without an arch, she was doing 70-pound dumbbells for sets of 8 or 10 on her deload. So, about 65% of her body weight in each hand. Here's Kristen hitting a rep PR in the bench, 85 kilos, 187 pounds for 7. 8 was the plan. But as you can see here, she goes for 8, but 8, the 8th rep doesn't go much of anywhere, but still a PR. So happy about how things are moving along there. Marisa doing some more volume in the Spoto press. The Spoto press is obviously exercise credited to Eric Spoto, one of the best bench pressers of all time. You're going to lower the bar rapidly, stop it about a ½ inch to an inch off the chest, and then reverse from there. Great exercise for mid-range strength, great exercise for shoulder stability. Yeah, just really a great and challenging exercise all around. On a Wednesday, deadlift day for both ladies. PR for Marisa. Again, this is a heavy week in the deadlift for her. 161.5 kilos, 355 pounds for 5, 114 body weight. She's pulled 187.5 in a meet, 413 at the Arnold. I think the number 2 ranked deadlifter in the IPF at her weight class. This is a PR for, I think, 345 for 5 was her previous PR. Very solid looking set. So excited about progress in the deadlift. Even when she pulled the 413 at the Arnold, I think she had a little bit more in the tank. So we'll be looking for that 190 kilo, maybe 192.5 kilos coming up in Belarus and Worlds at Worlds in June. This is the light week for Kristen in the deadlift. So she's a sumo puller. So on the heavy week, we'll go to sumo rep max with conventional back down sets. On the light week, all conventional work. If you followed along with her videos in this series, you'll know that she's dealt with a lot of back injuries. So the conventional deadlift is quite a bit behind her 369 for 5 sumo PR here, doing 130 kilos, 286 for 6 sets of 6. It's come up tremendously, probably 40 kilos stronger than it was, 5-6 months ago. So looking forward to a lot of progress in the sumo deadlift as we start to become more specific. Now on Friday, we're wrapping up with a heavier squatting day, low bar work for Marisa. Again, just straight across sets, as this is not her heavier week. Doing 120 kilos for 5 sets of 5. Next week she'll go up to a heavy single, followed by a shot at a rep PR on a back down set. Huge set of squats here for Kristen. Again, you saw the volume of work that she was doing earlier in the week. 11 total sets of squats on Monday, 6 sets of 6 in the deadlift on Wednesday, and the way that she was looking between sets on Wednesday and the deadlift, I definitely had some apprehension coming into this squat workout, but she did phenomenally. This is one of the best sets of squats I've seen her do. 142.5 kilos, 314 pounds for 8 reps, which is a PR. Previous PR to this would have been 2 weeks ago, was 135 kilos, 297 for 8. Maybe 140 kilos for 6 in a previous training cycle. And as an 8 rep PR previous to this training cycle, I believe it was 130 kilos, 286 pounds. So we're almost 20 pounds ahead of that. She squatted 347 in a meet, has doubled 347 subsequently in training after that. So looking for a very big squat from her at her next meet.
With the new Juggernaut online coaching programs, we've had a lot of questions about which program is right for you. So here's a quick synopsis of our 3 different levels of coaching. First, club programming. Club programming is great if you're just looking to add some more structure, some expert design to your strength training for powerlifting or weightlifting, but probably not the best decision if you're looking to compete in one of the other sports, or if you have a specific competition date in mind, as just more general, continuous programming. Team programming is our favorite option. Team programming gives you programming tailored to your size, strength, gender, experience, and goals, control over the timing of the training relative to your competition, and access to our team of coaches for video review. One-on-one programming is going to be your best bet if you need very personalized attention based on a unique competition schedule, injury history, or if you're just looking to make sure that everything is built as specifically as possible to you. So we have 3 different levels of programming, and one of them is definitely going to be a great fit for you to help you improve in powerlifting or weightlifting.